Okay, hi. I wanted to come talk for a little bit because I'm not feeling that great, and I don't know, I just felt like talking for a little bit, I guess. Didn't feel like journaling really, even though I could maybe do that later too. I don't know, I just want to talk for a bit, I guess. Hi, welcome back. Oh, whatever. Yeah, I've just been feeling really bad recently, and I don't know if it's like another case of seasonal depression just in the summer this time, or if it's just like my regular depression. But I don't know, it's just been like a shitty week, emotionally, mentally, physically too, honestly. I was out of my meds for the entire week because my doctor was on vacation and I didn't pick them up on time, which was completely my fault. I was supposed to go to an appointment and I didn't. And then I was too anxious to call in, so I was just without my pills for like a week, and I was experiencing really bad withdrawal symptoms because I was on these meds for like, I've been on them for like 6 years and a little bit. So I was experiencing really bad withdrawal symptoms, and I felt really sick and I felt feverish, and it was just not a fun time, and I cried a lot. So that's kind of what happened. And I mean, I have them now. I went to see her on Friday. It was okay. I got a new prescription, so I picked it up. And I have to pick up some other pills as well later, but it's the weekend now, it's Saturday, so I can do that on Monday. I'm not in a rush for the rest of them. I don't know. I mean, I've suffered with depression for like half of my life at this point, but it just sometimes it gets worse and sometimes it gets better, and I feel like these past like 3 years it's been pretty bad again, and this past few months even more so. I don't really know what to do about it. Yeah. I actually dropped out of uni um, earlier this year in like February, and I thought maybe it would help because I was feeling a lot of stress, and I was feeling a lot of financial stress as well, and I knew that I needed to like get my life together, and I felt like I wasn't able to do that while these things were still stressing me out as much as they did. So I dropped out, and I felt really bad about it, and my mom didn't take it very well, which is understandable. But I thought maybe I would feel better by now, but it's like July and I still feel shitty, and I still feel like my life has no meaning, and like I don't know which direction to go in with my life. So that's not been the greatest. I don't know, I decided to drop out because I really wasn't handling the stress very well, and I just couldn't get myself to write my thesis, which I was supposed to do, and it was causing me a lot of stress, especially that thing, but a lot of other things around that as well. And then I guess around November, December, which is the time when it usually becomes bad, like I get really bad seasonal depression once November starts. Basically, I was just feeling even worse than usual, and eventually, there came a point in December where I was just like so down that I was gonna, so to avoid that from happening, I rested a bit, and then I decided this is what I'm gonna have to do. So I dropped out, but I feel bad about it sometimes because going to school and going to classes brought me joy, and I don't know, I felt a bit more like I have some purpose in life and like my life has meaning, and I really did enjoy going to classes. and learning new things, and now I feel like I just don't have that anymore. Not to mention that all of my other friends are still in school, so I feel a bit left out sometimes. I don't know, we go for coffee and we meet up. It's not like I'm missing out on a lot. It just feels a bit different, and I don't know what to do about that. My coworkers are all in school as well, and I do try to be friends with them more than just at work, but I don't really, I don't know. It takes me a lot of time to get close to people, and I've not been trying very much, I don't think. Feels like they're all already close, or they know how to socialize better, and I just don't. So I'm probably not socializing with them as much as I could be. Actually supposed to be at like a gathering today, but I just couldn't bring myself to come, honestly. I was doing some arts and crafts instead. I watched the movie Obsession. It's been the talk of the town recently. Yeah, pretty good movie, by the way. Really creepy. I enjoyed it. Yeah. See, I was making this incense holder. I'll show you. Incense holder. I'm gonna sand it and paint it later. So far, it's just this thing. I made it out of air dry clay, but I think it's gonna look good once I sand it and paint it. So I'm excited. I feel like doing arts and crafts really helps me feel better mentally. Anything creative is good. I was drawing for a little bit too today, and I crocheted a bit. I actually frogged an entire sleeve of my shirt that I worked on because it was all wrong, and I wasn't gonna continue with the project anyway because it bothered me that it was wrong. So I just frogged it completely, and I'm gonna start over, and maybe I'll just turn it into like a strap and not a full-on sleeve. Yeah. I also got this coffee. I got this coffee at the store today. You can't see it very well. It says like iced coffee pink latte. It's a strawberry and white chocolate flavor, and I was just so intrigued by it. It tasted okay. It tasted kind of like like milk chocolate, like strawberry flavored milk chocolate. If it was a liquid, it could have been better, but it was alright. I am glad I picked it up because I am intrigued and I wanted to try it, and I like trying new things. I don't know, I guess I just feel really lost in life. I don't know what to do. I think I want to be creative, and I would like to find some sort of a creative outlet that I would enjoy, but that I would also feel like I'm good at, because I never feel like I'm good enough at anything that I do. And I enjoy my job. I got more hours since I dropped out. Still not a full-time job, but I do get more hours at the very least. I'm still struggling financially, so that also doesn't help the stress and the depression, but I get more money than I did in the past, so I should be okay. I do really like my job, otherwise I would look for a different job, for a full-time one, but I don't want to leave. I kind of enjoy it there. So that's another thing. I think I would just like to learn more things, and I don't know, bring some sort of a structure into my life. That's probably what's missing. I've been feeling really shitty about like my body image as well. That's always bothered me. I am just a woman. But since it's summer now, I feel like it usually gets worse, and I can't help but compare myself to absolutely everybody that I see. So it's been a struggle. I've also been eating just like so much and so many sweets, And I've just been craving everything, even if I'm not hungry. But I tend to get hungry a lot, so it's not like I can help it. It just sucks. I wish there was some sort of a way for me to eat everything in the world and just, I don't know, look like a supermodel. Wouldn't we all? I know it's really superficial, but it's bothering me anyway. Yeah, but at least I've been reading a lot more. I feel like that helps me quite a bit. I don't know, at least it makes my brain feel better. Just all we can really ask for at this point. My brain is just out to get me at all times. I haven't seen my family that much either. I mean, Mom visited me last week. I'm going to see my younger sister next week as well. And I could go and visit them, but I just haven't gone recently. I was busy with work, which is one thing. And now I do have the days off, but I don't know. I don't feel like going at the moment. There's not really a space for me there anymore, since they also moved houses, and yeah, I don't really have a place there at this point, which is fine. I still like to visit. I just haven't really been there in a few weeks, so that's another thing. Sometimes when I think about my father, it stresses me out a little these days. He was really reliant on my grandma financially and otherwise, just like completely, and my grandma died like 2 months ago. And I'm stressed thinking about what's going to happen to him. I don't really care about him like that, but I just wonder what's gonna become of him, and I hope that he doesn't bother me or my family. Definitely, I hope he doesn't bother my mom. So I'm a bit worried in that sense. But you know, there's nothing for me to do anyway. I can't help him. I am but a young adult with no money to spare. And no anything to spare, honestly. Not like you would deserve anything. That sounds really bad. Yeah. Whatever. You can think whatever you want. It doesn't matter really. I don't know, man. I just feel really lost in life, and I wish there was something that I could do to make myself feel better. Maybe like a shopping spree would help. I would like to buy so many random things. I feel like that would make me really happy. But I don't have money to spare. I don't have the money to spend on random shit right now or ever. So it's just not gonna happen. But I feel like that could make me really happy, actually. At least for a little while. I don't know. I've been liking the pink hair. I know you can't see the pink much anymore. I feel like it probably just looks like it has an orange hue at the moment. It's fine. I've gotten used to it, but I don't know. I kind of like it. It's alright. It's at least it's a little bit of a change. I've always wanted pink hair. I feel like with pink hair I can truly be myself. I guess there's not much else for me to say, just that I've been struggling with depression as usual, and I don't know what to do about it as usual. Just nothing really brings me joy. I'm not excited about anything. I have some things that I'm looking forward to, but not really a lot. Just can't bring myself to care much about anything. I would consider myself to be someone who cares a lot about things, so it just feels weird when I don't. I wish I could bring myself to just be the way I used to be at some point, but I can't. Yeah, anyway, Hope you're having a nicer week than me. Hope you are feeling better. And if you're not, we're all in this together. Just the way they sang in High School Musical. Yeah, whatever. The journal factory did explode. I don't care. I blew it up, actually, in case you were wondering. So, that's all. Bye. Thanks for hearing me out.